Joe Hopkins here, and today I'm doing another episode of You Need to Hear This Album. And yeah, I think this is a need. Today, I listened to, it's not exactly an album, it's an EP, 6 songs, but I'm going to say album just because I am. All right, it's Sofia Isella, right? If you haven't heard of her, you should check her out. You need to hear this album, and you need to hear it because it's really, really good. I know I say that about all of these, but if it wasn't good, I wouldn't be telling you that you need to hear it. Yeah, just understand right off. She's angry. I listened to it. You could tell she's angry, and very, very feminist anger, which is cool, right? As long as the songs are good, that's cool, right? Got nothing against feminist anger, as long as you're a good songwriter. It's all about the music. It's like if Trent Reznor and Sylvia Plath had a baby. I'll tell you what, the music is very good. It opens with a piece called The Well, which is like an instrumental string piece. I'm going to assume that she arranged it, that it's her arrangement, maybe even playing it. I don't know. I didn't look it up that closely, but it's a really nice piece. I really like it. It's like a little minute and a half-ish, kind of around there, little string arrangement that I really like. And then it goes into a really funky little beat thing that makes me think of Beck, to be honest with you, right? And the music, it's very deep, it's very emotional, it's very raw. If you don't like cuss words, don't listen to it. It's explicit language. I'm okay with that, personally. And I really feel like I get the impression that this music is her therapy session, which is a good thing. I do that too. All musicians do. If we got issues, we get them out by writing a song about it. Whatever we're feeling, we write a song. And then it helps you to feel better, right? Some people, I don't know. Whatever it is, she just does strike me as being very angry about some things. And music is a really good way to get it out, and it makes for good music. It is very raw. It's very emotional. It's very it kind of reminds me of Ren. You know, if you've heard of Ren, he's also like dealing. I'm not saying that Sophia's dealing with mental illness. I don't know. I didn't read up on it that much. I know Ren has dealt with mental problems and gets it out in his music. Her music kind of reminds me of that, partially because it's a similar kind of vibe. You know what I mean? And I like that. It's kind of almost a poetry, hip-hop based thing. You could tell Sophia's lyrics are very poetic, very poetry based. It's the kind of thing I could see where she may have written the lyrics as a poem before putting it to music, which also is pretty common. And I like that kind of thing, right? I like the vibe of it. I like the feel of it. I like how dark a lot of it sounds. Really raw, you know? Personally, I like that kind of music, you know? It's what attracted me to a lot of the punk bands back in the day. Just that kind of raw emotion coming out, and I dig it. It's what attracted me to a lot of the girl punk bands, those riot girl bands in the 90s. A lot of them were very, very raw, you know? Same thing with like grunge in the early 90s. I really got into that for the same kind of thing, that raw emotion, kind of like what the hippies were doing in the 60s. A lot of that music that came out of that was very raw and emotional. And this has that too, where it's raw, it's dark, it's real. And I like that, you know? Now, it's obviously from a woman's perspective, which I can't entirely share that. I'm not a woman, it's not my fault, but, you know, I'm a dude, but I appreciate the emotion of it. It's easy to appreciate the emotion of it, even as a guy, because I have emotions too. I feel the same things, just from for different reasons. You know what I mean? Emotion is emotion. Wherever it's coming from, we can all relate because we've all felt it. Whatever the artist is going through, we've felt that, right? We've all felt the same things. Just she's probably felt it for different reasons than I have, but it means I can still relate. I think it's one of the reasons why I really like a lot of the female artists around these days is because the women are really getting in touch with themselves. A lot more than the guys are at the moment. There have been different times when it's been okay for guys to be like really deep and emotional. Right now, the women are killing it with that kind of stuff. And I really like that sort of thing, that really in touch with yourself, sharing really deep kind of stuff. And man, this album nails it like I haven't heard in a long time, you know, like whatever she's dealing with, she's getting it out. It's like puking right out on the page. You're just vomiting this shit out. I like that. That's cool. That's punk rock, man. But I dig it. I really do. Excellent songs. Like I said, they are, you know, some people might find some of this stuff a little disturbing, you know, but some of us are okay with being disturbed. Personally, I've been disturbed for a very long time. I'm kind of used to it. So, yeah. But I do really dig what she's doing. Vocally, the vocal quality reminds me a bit of Billie Eilish, if Billie Eilish were like really pissed off. But yeah, the way she sings does remind me of that, especially the earlier Billie Eilish stuff when she was like being darker and, you know, moodier, that kind of stuff. She's gotten a lot less moody, Billie has, in the last couple years here. I really like the darker, moody stuff, but you can't do that forever, right? You gotta try different things, and that's, you know. But yeah, this I really like this. Yeah. Like Billie Eilish, but way more pissed off. And a little more musically experimental, I guess. Yeah. This album, Sofia's album here, it feels very experimental, which also I like. I like that as well. I did look at her YouTube channel for most of the songs having come out, like I think her EP came out like earlier this year, I guess, something like that. Most of these songs aren't that old. There aren't a ton of videos on there, but she's got a good number of subscribers on there. I think like 170-some thousand, something like that. So obviously I'm not the only one that is really impressed by this and finds it really good. Because a lot of the artists I find on YouTube, right, don't have a lot of subscribers, even if they're doing pretty good on Spotify and other streaming services. Like this woman, her stuff really seems to be picking up, which, hey, that's good. That's a good thing, man. You kill it, girl. You kill it. I like that. Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to put a link to her YouTube channel down here in the description so you can go check it out. Now, I also listened to, I forget it's one of her newer songs, Everybody Supports Women, or Everyone Supports Women. It's titled something like that. My memory ain't so, I just listened to it like an hour ago. My memory's just pooping already. Anyway, that's not on the EP, but she has that and another one on there I can't remember the name of now, that aren't on the EP. They're also very good. In fact, that Everyone Supports Women, that's the one I first heard. The opening to it was on a YouTube short. I was just scrolling through and I'm like, that looks cool. Click on it, and yeah, it was cool. So of course I listened to the song, and then I listened to one of her other songs, and then I listened to the EP because it's really good. I really hope that this woman has more in her, that, you know, this is something that she keeps doing, because I really appreciate this music quite a lot, actually. So yeah, I'd say check it out. The link's down there. Hit it. Go to her YouTube channel after you're done watching my video here on my channel. Watch mine first. Finish watching this first, and then go to hers. and listen to some of her music and see if you agree. See if it's pretty good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and you don't have to be an angry person. You don't have to be all, feminist and stuff to like it. I like the emotion of it, like I said, personally. Yeah, I think that's all that really needs to be said. So, yeah, also check out my music. There's links to streaming below, and here in a sec, there's end screen come up. There's a link to a playlist. It says I Didn't Get a Memory. That's my album. You can just stay on YouTube. Just click that, and there you go, man. You can listen to me and see how good I am. And that's my shameless self-promotion, because if I won't promote me, who the hell will, right? Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.